Welcome back to part 2 of the tattoo dissection, where tattoos really live. In the first part of our tattoo dissection video, we looked at the theory behind tattoos, where they are. We looked at the layers of the skin, and now we're going to go into dissecting the actual tattoo itself and having a look at the depth of the layers and getting a sort of an idea of what that looks like and how far that goes down. So we're going to start off on the outside layer, this sort of layer that's already peeling away, and I'll talk you through that and explain that to you as we start to get into the skin and starting to dissect it. The first layer that we can see on the outside is this stratum corneum, this outer layer of dead keratinized cells, and these are the cells that constantly shed in life, and it's why a tattoo can't be on the surface. It would just disappear, within a couple of washes. And you can see here that I can just peel this stratum corneum off, and it's not because it's detachable by nature, but because it's composed of these dead cells, and they have a sort of dehydrated lipid bonds. It's dead when it gets there. Now in cadavers, these bonds weaken and they lift fairly cleanly off as a sheet that you can see. It's a little bit like in sunburn. And from there underneath you can see this clear pink skin. Now the cadavers, as I said, it's dead skin, and also there's a lot of fluid that's coming from the inside out that's preserved it, so you can see this very soft tissue that's there. It's a very natural preservation. But even if they weren't preserved then, and this was fresh tissue, which is sort of as close as it possibly can be, then you would still be able to peel this skin away, simply because the bonds themselves that are already weak have been completely weakened by them being not innervated anymore. The stratum corneum is composed of, as I said, flattened dead cells, and they're designed in life to come away continuously. That's what dust is made of, and normal hydration, lipid maintenance in life it allows this to come away fairly cleanly, but in death it's quite easy to peel it away. It's very thin, very fragile, sometimes almost transparent in lighter skin tones, and it doesn't really tear in the same way. It doesn't bleed if you cut it. There's no vascularity supply in the epidermis, and as we've come back you can see that more moist layer. So the basal layer's upward migration applies to the epidermal keratinocytes. So dermal cells, fibroblasts, macrophages stay put, and they don't migrate to the surface. So now we're starting to get through that first layer, if you like, and cutting into the skin, and you can see that there is still quite a degree of tattoo ink that's left in this surface. It's not going away. Now remember that when we talk about layers and we look at the diagrams appear to give depth, but the depth we're talking about is minuscule. We're talking a couple of millimeters. This is skin that's highly vascularized, and so it would be bleeding if we cut it. And of course you do see this in tattoo art, that you're constantly wiping away the bleeding, this constant micro needling that's going into it, and that's really what is required. You need the inflammation, the macrophages, to come in and create that process. You can see the underside of the skin here as I'm cutting this away, trying to sort of bisect, if you like, the skin through the epidermis. Just now we get the reveal of this little bit of yellow that's starting to suggest we're getting down into the hypodermis and the layers that are below the epidermis, and there is no presence of any ink left anymore. the tattoo pigment sits inside the longer living dermal cells and sort of interwoven into the collagen matrix, but that doesn't mean it's fascial. It's going to fade slowly because the macrophages its job is to clear out dysfunctional debris. They die and are replaced by new macrophages that sort of reclimb onto the pigment, and so essentially the macrophages are always recognizing on a constant basis that there is some kind of debris to be cleared away, and that's their job. And we can see from there that as we lift up the skin and show the underside of it, we can see the underside of the skin where the pigment is. And left behind is that little space, little or no pigment left in that hypodermis.